live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning, and hey, thanks for starting your morning with us. Taking a live look out of the Alamo City, a picturesque start to your weekend. It is calm, it is quiet, just a few cars on the road right now, but what is the rest of the week? What is it going to look like? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. Good morning. Happy Sunday, 8 o'clock, February 25th. In honor of, I believe it's the last day of the rodeo.
Okay.
In honor of the last day of the rodeo. I'm pretty sure it's the last day of the rodeo.
I'm not sure. Fact check. I don't know if it's Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm going to have to fact check myself.
Oh, it is today.
Yeah. See? Man of the people. Woman of the people, though, because Sarah Acosta started her morning with a corn dog.
You know what? It was 7 in the morning, which is more of like our lunchtime.
It's true.
Corn dog. Sarah, are you a mustard corn dog or are you a ketchup corn dog?
I like mustard.
I just appreciate how you called Sarah Spivey a corn dog.
Yeah, I've been called worse. So let's go ahead and take a look at the fog this morning. There are areas of fog. Glad I made you guys laugh. There are areas of fog this morning, especially up in the hill country, the northwestern and northeastern side of Bexar County. Here's where San Antonio is right now, and you can see that we do have some of that fog in the higher elevations. And in fact, Skywatcher, a reliable Skywatcher, sent in a picture of that fog. You can see beautiful sunny skies, but then some of the areas covered in some of that low cloud, those low fogs. That area of low fog. And so we are going to have a beautiful sunny day in spite of the fact that some people are starting with a little bit of fog. It's 55 degrees outside, but take a look at today's forecast. We'll be looking at highs climbing into the low 80s this afternoon with a few gusts up to 20 miles per hour, so a little bit of a breeze. Today will be one of our warmest days of the week, but I do expect a fairly strong cold front to move through. I'll tell you what that'll mean for our temperatures in the week ahead. Sarah and Max.
Sarah, thank you. New this morning, detectives are investigating how a bullet went through a bedroom wall of a home that ultimately killed a woman. This happened a little after midnight on the city's south side near I-35 and Highway 90. SAPD says a man in his 60s heard a noise in the backyard and told police he allegedly went to grab his gun. In the process of retrieving the pistol, he's telling detectives that it set off and the bullet went through his mother's bedroom wall, striking her in the chest. EMS tried to save her, but was not successful. Homicide detectives are now looking into this matter, and right now it's unclear if the son will face any charges.
And another situation that police are looking into, they're looking for the driver who hit a person and took off right in the downtown area. So this actually happened just before 2:30 this morning. It happened in the intersection of Austin Street and 9th Street. Police say they were actually working on an unrelated minor accident when a person driving a red Ford truck drove through their active scene, hit a pedestrian, and that driver didn't stop. They took off on the highway. And this morning, police are still searching for the person responsible. The victim who was hit was taken to the hospital. They're expected to be okay. When that driver is caught, police say they could be facing multiple charges. Well, in the first week of early voting, there is continued turbulence in the 3-person race for judge of the 73rd District Court. KSAT Investigates found that one of the candidates, Ana Laura Ramirez, listed herself as gathering signatures to get on the ballot late last year. On the same days, she was actually on a California cruise. One of Ramirez's opponents challenged Ramirez's application, asking the Democratic Party to kick her out of the race. The third candidate telling KSAT her team also found problems on Ramirez's ballot petition, but said filing a lawsuit over the application issues would have distracted her from her goal.
My focus is really to continue to be able to meet more voters. And so I don't want to spend time in the courts over this.
Right now on KSAT.com, we have the full story and what Ramirez had to say about the ordeal, plus the party chairwoman weighing in on what went awry.
Well, the city of San Antonio is hoping to build a better bridge between its incoming officers and neighborhoods through a new program called the Community Immersion Program, or CIP. Police cadets will be meeting with business owners, civic leaders, and nonprofits to promote peace, understanding, and cooperation between police and the community, where they will soon be assigned.
Respond to a call and see a familiar face. How does that assist you and also the person that might be in distress or in need?
It helps out in a big part because that person already knows you. That person can open up to you because they know you. You can better serve that person because you know their needs.
The pilot program is almost halfway through its 3-year run. After that, several universities will study the program, and the city will decide if it will become a permanent program. If you're interested in getting this program in your community, we have the steps you need to take to get things started right now on KSAT.com.
Opportunity Homes San Antonio provides housing assistance to more than 62,000 children, adults, and seniors via public housing in and around our community. They make sure families have homes, and it seems like the need for this program, it is only becoming more and more prevalent.
Joining us in today's Leading SA segment is Chief Operating Officer Brandy Bettis. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Well, Brandy, thank you for joining us. Jumped on at 7:45 in the morning. Before we really dive into the details, for people who don't know, what is the backstory of the program and what's y'all's mission?
So our mission at Opportunity Homes San Antonio is to provide low-income, affordable housing to many of our San Antonio community. As we know that there is a greater need for affordable housing, but the importance of our programs, both public housing and the Housing Choice Voucher, is really to provide our families, our low-income families, housing. And so there are 2 different federal programs that we oversee, one being public housing and the other being Housing Choice Voucher, where we partner with private landlords in our community. The uniqueness about our income-based housing programs is that it is what it is. It's income-based, and our families pay no more than about 30% of their monthly income towards rent, while we subsidize the remaining.
Okay, Brandy, so I know right now for the last at least 2 years, the cost of living has been very, very high, around our area. The cost of rent has been very high. We have inflation. So how dire is the need for affordable housing here in San Antonio?
So the need for affordable housing has just, over the last several years, have just increased. We actually saw our wait list for our public housing communities increased substantially during COVID. And so at one time prior to COVID, we were about 30,000 families, which was massive at that time. Now we're seeing the need of, it's closer to about 100,000 individuals waiting to receive assistance from our program. So in addition to that, we also have what we call our affordable housing communities in San Antonio, where we try to also fill the gaps while people are waiting to get onto one of our federal programs. Those communities, we have different income requirements, but we are still trying to fill that gap while individuals are waiting. In addition, we had a lot of opportunities with the housing bond projects that we were awarded recently.
And I'm actually really glad that you brought up the housing bond projects, because that was the next question. What exactly are the housing bond projects? How many are there? And for so many families watching, they want to know how it impacts their tax dollars.
Right. So the housing bond, and thank you for the citizens of San Antonio that actually voted and approved the housing bond projects with the city of San Antonio. We were awarded, thankfully, about 8 different projects, and many of them in our affordable housing communities. And so some of them we are rehabbing existing communities. Others we are building from the ground up. And then one is actually one of our public housing communities where we're able to redo the roof, but at the same time, look at sustainability activities. The impact to our residents is just the fact that we continue to increase affordable housing and make improvements in affordable housing in the city of San Antonio. Many of us know families that are in need to fill that gap of affordable housing. So they are impacting their mother, their grandmother, a relative, or a close friend that they work with, and knowing that they are going to be able to get some relief when it comes to finding affordable housing in the city of San Antonio.
Okay, so how do federal funds impact y'all's mission?
Every day they're impacted. So we are funded through the federal government. And so we are always monitoring what our representatives are doing up in DC to make sure that they realize that we need the federal funding here in San Antonio. It continues to, in the past, decrease, as well as sometimes it increases depending on what gets voted in. And so it's really critical to continue to operate these income-based communities in San Antonio. It's also critical to to award and continue to fund our housing choice voucher, which we are working with, as I mentioned earlier, our private landlords to make sure that they have the ability to continue to provide housing options for our housing choice voucher recipients in the city.
Okay, we have about 25 seconds left, but I really want some of the families watching to understand how this all works. So 25 seconds, how can people who want to get involved in the program, how can they take part?
So anybody who wants and is in need to get involved, I would encourage them to go online to our website at www.homesa.org. We do have our public housing community wait list open at this time. Place your names on those wait lists. Our housing choice voucher wait list just recently closed, so that's not available. But anytime we reopen it, we do a lot of communication and outreach to our media partners to make sure that they know that it's going to be open soon.
Quick question, last question, I swear. What does the wait list look like right now in terms of number of families?
We have about 100,000 families currently waiting to get assistance, either through our housing choice voucher or our public housing communities.
A true testament.
Wow.
Yeah. To the issues that so many families in and around our community are facing. Brandy, thank you so much for your time this morning. And as she said, anyone interested in taking part in the program, learning more about it, we're going to have all that info on KSAT.com throughout the morning. Time now just about 8:12, 56 degrees.
Okay, today is the last day of the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. It's Family Fun Day, and our photojournalist Alexis is out there now getting a look at some of the last events happening. Looks exciting. We're going to check in with her after the break.
And it is going to be a gorgeous day to be out and about. We took our group family photo outside because the sun was shining.
In our faces.
In our faces. Sarah had a corn dog and smells like mustard, but it's neither here nor there. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. Morning and welcome back. Kind of how we started the show. Today is the last day to experience the fun at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. Events happening until this afternoon. It starts with the Junior Agricultural Mechanics Show.
Love this. So our photographer Alexis is out there now getting a look at what kids have built and are now showing off. This is one of the several events taking place today for the last day of the rodeo. This is incredible, Max. The things that are built by the students, what they can build, some of the barbecue pits.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, so if you haven't yet, come out, family-friendly event. You see today's events, there's some animals, and of course, all of the great food. And we're gonna be checking in throughout the morning. It is open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. And I mean, this is pretty incredible.
Like gates, feed machines.
Oh yeah.
The things that they're able to weld and create. I mean, I wish that I participated in one of these programs when I was in high school, because I feel like these are life skills that you're going to have forever, and you're investing in yourself. Yeah. And they win scholarship money for these items as well.
Of course. And we've done so many stories with FFA members who end up being future leaders of the community.
I love to see it. Hey, last day of the rodeo. Go out and enjoy. Beautiful day to do so.
All right. Well, pet owners, listen up. Despite San Antonio being the 7th largest city across the United States, it only has 3 specialty animal hospitals to compare to Austin, which has 7, more than double.
I was shocked to learn this. So pet ownership, of course, we all know, has skyrocketed since the pandemic, which has led many pet owners having to drive to Austin.
That's ridiculous.
For pet care, right. So it's why a local 24/7 emergency pet hospital opened up a massive expansion. And my dog Scooby gives us a special tour of the new location that's going to help pet owners get the care they need here in town.
Currently working out of 7,500 square feet with 4 exam rooms. We are moving to 30,000 square feet and 14 exam rooms current in the new location. On average, before the pandemic, we are probably averaging 15 to 20 cases a day that we were seeing on an emergency basis. During the height of the pandemic, we were seeing 40 to 50. We were exceeding cage space, so it was kind of one dog or pet or cat came in and one dog went out. Part of this clinic is going to be emergency and critical care, which is what we've been doing on our Broadway location, but we're growing to add specialties so that we can kind of be a one-stop shop for everybody. We're adding neurology, cardiology, diagnostic imaging when we open on March 7th. And then we plan to add surgery, ophthalmology, dermatology, and internal medicine in the coming year. It's really important to kind of know that San Antonio is the 7th largest city in the country, and we currently only have 3 specialty hospitals in this city. Time is really critical when your pet's sick. Having a 24/7 facility is really important for them. We're able to assist the pets and also assist the people. We're treating them at the most critical time of their lives too. You're scared when you come to the ER, you don't know what's going to happen, you hear horrible things and you don't want to be here. And so being able to have an experienced doctor that knows a lot about this and also has dealt with people and those needs before is a really key thing to make you feel more comfortable and trust the system.
Oh my goodness, Sarah. I need Scooby Cam to be
More
on
Scooby
GMSA
Cam.
as much as possible.
He knew,
his little ears.
He knew the assignment. He was like ready to go.
Yeah.
He was proud to be a member
We
of the
talk
media
about
that
him all the
day.
time. I'm glad that he could finally make a big appearance.
I know. This is not the first time he's been on KSAT.
No, it's not going to be the last.
6 years. He's been a great dog model.
Strapped a camera to his back.
Yeah,
a GoPro.
it made sense because you want to see it from the pet's view. They're going to be the ones entering the hospital, and
Right.
he was very excited to have that opportunity.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day today, guys. But guess what? We had some fog this morning in some places. Here's a look at the satellite picture. This is this morning's fog. Here is San Antonio, right here in Bexar County, and then you can see that across parts of the Balcones Escarpment, that's where we saw this fog develop. You can actually see it forming in some of the valleys there of the hill country. So in some places there's some early morning fog, low clouds. This is a great picture sent in through our KSAT Connect feature on our weather app. It's a little camera icon by Oscar Skywatcher, and you can see those that low fog kind of rolling in. Now this will be very short-lived, okay, because we are looking at sunny skies. And take a look out in live cam. You can actually see the low fog actually starting to lift and break apart. So we are in for a sunny and beautiful day. It's 58 degrees in San Antonio right now. It's 54 at Stinson, 50 at Kelly, and 56 at JBSA Randolph. Where we've had a little bit of fog this morning, it's a little warmer. Take a look at Kerrville, 60 degrees. Usually Kerrville is about 5 degrees cooler than San Antonio. The reason why it's warmer is because that low cloud kind of acted like a blanket and kept in a little bit of yesterday's warmth. 57 in Del Rio, 55 in Carrizo Springs, 59 in Cotulla. It's 55 in areas across the hill country. Noon, it'll be 75, mostly sunny, and then a warm day today. We're going to get up to 82 degrees for the high. Humidity will be low this afternoon, so it'll feel great outside. Then as we head into this evening, we'll be looking at temperatures cooling into the 60s, so it'll be a pretty mild evening as well. One thing to note is that winds will be gusting up to 20 to 25 miles per hour today from the south. So it is going to be a bit of a breezy day, and that south wind is going to continue to bring in moisture. As we take a look at the current dew point, dew points are fairly pleasant right now. They're in the 50s, but as you look out to the south and to the east, dew points are starting to get into the 60s. There's an area of high pressure over the Gulf of Mexico, and this high pressure system is going to direct our winds from the south over the next few days. So that's going to bring some Gulf of Mexico moisture into San Antonio. What does that mean for our forecast? Well, this morning we had a very narrow area of fog and clouds, but tomorrow and Tuesday, more widespread morning fog and clouds are going to be around. Now, that could result in some brief areas of mist or sprinkles, but mainly just cloudy starts to the day. But then by Wednesday, a cold front is going to be moving through, and that front is going to allow for things to be cooler and dry for the latter half of the week. So we've got kind of a tale of two seasons this week when it comes to the weather. The first half of the week is going to be sunny with those morning clouds, but afternoon sun and warm. High temperatures in the 80s Monday and Tuesday. That front moves through Wednesday, which will be our transition day. And then by Thursday, we're going to struggle to see high temperatures come up out of the 50s. It's going to be a chilly sweater weather day on Thursday before temperatures rebound into the 70s by next weekend. Now, unfortunately, there is no major chance for rain in our forecast over the next 7 days. Only a small chance for a few showers on Thursday. Chance stands at 20%. And take a look at those morning lows. Even though that front is going to move through and it'll be chilly on Thursday and Friday, it is not going to get down to freezing. So again, if you're in San Antonio, I think you can start to plant those seeds. You'll be fine. It's up in the hill country, the higher elevations that will need to maybe wait a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I would start doing transplants in March, mid-March. Seeds you can sow pretty much anywhere now because they're in the ground.
They're going to be warm. It's not like the ground's going to get down to freezing.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, guys. Time now, 8:23, 58 degrees.
Take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 3, 4, 8, Fireball 3, Daily 4, 3, 7, 2, 2, Fireball 1.
And your cash 5, 1, 10, 13, 22, 29. Lotto Texas, 8, 25, 29, 47, 48, 53. Here we go, Powerball.
I think it's like 300 and something million.
Okay.
I did not play.
Oh. But if you did, here are your numbers. 3, 8, 40, 53, 58. Big number 3. Power play 3. Good luck. We'll be right back.
Heads up. Santikos has a deal for families going on today. It's $5 day. That means there are select showings, popcorn, snacks, and some drinks, all for $5.
All right, Santikos recently, remember, had those technical issues, shut down entire operations for a few days. Never technically clarified what the issues were, but they are offering this deal, so make sure to take advantage of it with the full family today. I mean, that's a heck of a deal.
That's fun, yeah.
Oh, yeah. With popcorn, look at that. All right.
Go see Madam Web.
Something like that. We'll be right back. Good morning, happy Sunday, and welcome back. I'm Max Massey.
I'm Sarah Costa. It's Sunday, February 25th. Thank you so much for waking up with us.
Today is the last day of the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo, just one of the many family-friendly events going on in and around San Antonio, and hopefully it's going to be a gorgeous day out there.
I mean, if it's a repeat of yesterday's, Sarah.
Top tier.
Right.
It will be even a few degrees warmer than yesterday. And we are starting off with a little bit of clouds in some areas this morning, but those clouds are going to be very short-lived. Unfortunately, though, there is more pollen in the air. Here's a look at the pollen count. Molds have climbed. They're moderate, and you can clearly see that it's tree pollinating season. I mean, we've got 5 tree allergies out there. Ash is moderate and leads the pack. Oak, mulberry, elm, and hackberry are low. So we are dealing with some allergies out there. As we take a look at temperatures in the clouds, you can really clearly see that there's a divide between areas that are seeing complete sunshine and other areas that are seeing some low clouds and fog. Bernie, Helotes, Leon Springs, Timberwood Park, even toward the airport, we're seeing some of this fog move in and some of these low clouds up into the hill country as well. But elsewhere, it's completely sunny. 55 and sunny in New Braunfels, 54 in the Stinson area, and sunny. These clouds are going to be so short-lived. They're going to quickly give way to complete sunshine. It was cool, though, to see the clouds roll in. I've got a time lapse coming up that I'll show you, but for now, you can see the picture here of the clear skies in one part of the neighborhood and the foggy conditions in the other. As we take a look at today's forecast, warming up. 66 at 10. It'll be 82 for the high temperature later on today. So it is going to be a warm one. South winds gusting up to about 20 miles per hour at times. And a few more warmer days in the forecast. We'll be looking at temperatures fairly warm through Tuesday, but then by Wednesday, a front will move through and temperatures will tumble. We also have a very small chance for rain that I want to talk about coming up in just a bit. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. It is Black History Month, and this is the first time Texans are celebrating it with the Crown Act in effect.
So the law hit the books last September and outlawed race-based hair discrimination for employment, education, and housing opportunities.
So the big one is education. And just this week, that law was tested in the confines of general grooming and dress code in a school district in Houston.
A judge ruled the punishment that an 18-year-old black high school student faced did not violate the state's Crown Act. The school claimed the length of Daryl George's locks violated their dress and grooming code, and the judge decided this was legal.
Now, stylists in San Antonio are using this ruling and the Crown Act at large to fuel their celebration of freedom and expression for black hair and black excellence.
Avery Everett went to the showcase to give us a behind-the-scenes look.
Posed, and empowered.
Hair is everything.
It showcases us as a whole.
Stylists created dozens of hair designs and showed them off to hundreds of people. This was the first Black Excellence Hair Showcase. And Mia Williams says she couldn't be happier.
It just brings this butterfly feeling to my heart every single time I touch someone's crown.
Her passion is hair.
There's a lot of shrinkage, but there's also a lot of stretch.
And her heart is this community.
My theme is Black Excellence Through Decades, so basically showing the fashion changes over time through hair and as well as through fashion.
This Black History Month,
this is gonna hang from a ponytail as well as this.
Tanisha Wilson wanted to create a space for Black stylists to express themselves.
This is just the creative side of it.
Showing off their work and some of her own too.
So it kind of lights up and it'll be like on the model's head.
So did you design all of these?
Yes.
And where did you come up with the ideas for them?
My imagination.
Her energy is contagious, and her creativity is widespread.
I pretty much braided it.
She says showing modern work is just as important as sharing history.
I feel like a lot of people don't know like the story behind braids and like how things were transported through braids.
And this is an important year.
Honestly, I never thought about it like that.
With Texas now having a Crown Act prohibiting race-based hair discrimination.
I don't know, I don't have words.
Her smile was far from the only one on Saturday night.
And it's just good to be able to show us in a very good light and see our community come together.
But her work is far from finished.
This is not even half of it, not even a third of it.
These models have made their mark, but more importantly, they've shown who they are.
It gives us the space to go ahead and like take pride in who we are.
Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Avery. And happening today is the City and MLK Commission's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. event, working beyond the march. Remember, the march was canceled due to severe weather back in January. So happening at Pittman Sullivan Park on Iowa Street this weekend. This happened yesterday, also continuing today. The event organized after, of course, that weather cancellation, and it will be going on throughout the day.
The weather is better, but the passion and the love from that day to today is still the same, if not even more. It is a blessing to see this going on during Black History Month, and we just pray that it continues to go on past this month and in future months and years to come.
She said they may have had bad weather then, but couldn't have asked for more beautiful weather this weekend. Today's event starts at 11 a.m., goes on until 6 p.m. at Pittman Sullivan Park.
All right, new this morning from the Texas Farm Bureau, they say the state's only sugar mill is closing after 51 years due to water issues under the Water Treaty Act with Mexico. Now, the only sugar mill in Texas was located in Rio Grande Valley. Workers say this past season, well, it'll be their last. This decision is going to affect the entire state and really the economy across our country. Harvesting sugarcane has created a lot of economic value, more than 100 local farmers and 40,000 acres of sugarcane. All right, we're back here at home. Time to check back in at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. Our photojournalist Alexis getting a behind-the-scenes peek at several events happening on the last day of the rodeo.
Yep, so let's just take a look. She's at the Junior Agricultural Mechanic Show. Kids have been showing their hard work on building and designing their own agricultural products. We see fire pits out there, nice barbecue pits. Yeah, we see some, feed machines out there. It's just so cool what they do, Max, through welding and mechanics. I wish I had these skills. These skills are going to take them, far and beyond in life.
Of course. And obviously, we're checking in with her through the morning, but this is really just the start. Like we said, today is the last day. The weather is picture perfect. So if you and the family don't have plans already, try to make it out and about. San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. Time now is 8:39, 59 degrees.
You're dealing with debt. There are plenty of steps you can take now to help get rid of it. 12 on your sides, Marilyn Moritz explains after the break.
And like we've been saying, yesterday, a top tier day. Sun was out, heat was up, and today, starting off, look at this. We had a little fog this morning, 60 degrees now. What is the rest of the weekend going to look like? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. Good morning and welcome back. Here's a question for you out there. Do you have more emergency savings or more credit card debt? If you say debt, well, you are not alone, especially here in San Antonio. It is a pervasive problem across our community.
Right. So inflation has definitely been part of that. So 12 on your sides, Marilyn Moritz has a couple of money moves you can make right now.
Which do you have more of, credit card debt or emergency savings?
Credit card debt.
Probably emergency savings.
Oh, wow. Probably emergency savings as of right now.
Credit card debt. I mean, yeah, but it's pretty equal.
Their answers are no surprise. Bankrate's latest survey found 36% of people have more credit card debt than savings for life's emergencies. That's the most ever.
I mean, inflation a little bit, but yeah.
Inflation. People are spending about 20% more than 4 years ago for the same stuff, especially those groceries. So they are saving less and charging more. And those doozy interest rates aren't helping.
It's a balancing act for sure. On the one hand, you have your credit card debt. On the other, that emergency fund. So how can you tackle them both at the same time?
Tracking your spending is really a critical part of getting a handle on your finances. So you've got to know where the money is going so that you know where you can cut back.
Greg McBride is Bankrate's chief analyst. He says ideally, your emergency savings can cover 6 months of living expenses. It takes time to get there.
The best way to do this, set up a direct deposit from your paycheck into a dedicated savings account, and do that now.
A small amount is better than none. The key is to create the saving habit. As for those credit card bills,
you're carrying a balance and trying to get out of debt. Consider the 0% or other low-rate balance transfer offers.
Just be sure to pay it off without piling on more debt. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
All right, so yesterday, picture perfect day.
Yeah.
Today we start with some fog, and it seemingly dissipated.
Some morning clouds are still out there, especially for areas in the hill country and northwestern San Antonio, but it's going to be a beautiful and sunny day. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather setup. You can see it's quiet across the state of Texas right now. Honestly, quiet across most of the nation. There's really only a little bit of snow and rain for the Dakotas right now. Otherwise, a ridge of high pressure, which is right over Mexico, is keeping things dry, not only for us in San Antonio, but a good portion of the nation. It's also keeping things warm. Here's a look at today's forecast highs across the nation. You can see that around Texas, we're going to be well into the 80s, even close to 90 degrees in many areas. And then also, I want to mention, up in parts of Nebraska, it's going to be in the 60s, which is pretty nice, but that's actually a lot warmer than seasonably average. Much of the nation will be dealing with warmer than seasonably average temperatures today. Some parts of the nation up to 25 degrees warmer than average, and around Texas too, up to 15 to 25 degrees warmer than average. So that high is having an impact, and it's going to be warm over the next couple of days in San Antonio. Monday, tomorrow, Tuesday in the mid 80s. Then we get a front that arrives on Wednesday. So the first half of the week is going to be very spring-like. The second half of the week, you are going to want a jacket. It's only going to be in the 50s on Thursday for the high. So we go from 15 degrees warmer than average to about 10 degrees cooler than average for the second half of the week. This is that time of year where we get spring-like, and then we get cold fronts moving through. I also want to mention that there are areas of clouds this morning, especially across the hill country in northern and western Bexar County. So the northern half of Bexar County in some clouds right now. The southern half starting to see skies clear, but these clouds are going to be very short-lived and skies will be clearing. As you can see outside right now, we are seeing some of those clouds there on the camera, but also plenty of sunshine too. So it's 60 degrees in San Antonio, 50 in Port SA, 50 in Castroville, 55 in New Braunfels, but with the abundant sunshine, we will warm up nicely. By noon, it's going to be 75 degrees. Winds will be from the south, a little on the breezy side, a few gusts of up to 20 miles per hour from the south. 82 degrees for the high temperature today, with temperatures cooling into the 70s this evening. So it's going to be a pretty mild but really nice night. And we are going to have fairly low humidity today, so it's going to feel good too. Fairly low humidity today with pleasant conditions, but take a look at Monday and Tuesday. I mentioned it's going to be warm. It's also going to be noticeably humid. On Monday and Tuesday, noticeably muggy, areas of morning fog. Then that front moves through and allows for us to finish out the week with low humidity as well. Rain chances are not good in the week ahead, and we'll talk about that in a bit, but first I want to get you through your day today. Forecast highs today close to 90 degrees in the hill and out toward the Rio Grande Valley. You can see that temperatures down in the valley are going to be up to about 90 degrees, but up a little further north toward Laredo, 88. 87 in Del Rio, 86 in Eagle Pass, close to the border there. It'll be in the low 80s around the Hill Country, 83 in Comfort, 80 in Canyon Lake, 83 in Poteet, 83 in Nixon Smiley. Again, not much chance for rain this week. Only an isolated shower is possible on Thursday. Speaking of Thursday, that's going to be the cool sweater weather day with our highs only in the 50s. Morning lows are going to be chilly on Thursday and Friday, but above freezing. We are past when we usually see our average last freeze in San Antonio. Up in the Hill Country, though, we've got a couple more weeks to wait until we're past the average, but it's going to be hard for us to see another freeze in San Antonio for the remainder of the season. Sarah.
And we need some rain.
We do. We need some rain. We're still in extreme drought in the Hill Country.
So make sure you're still watering all your vegetation.
Yes, according to your water utilities rules.
Of course, hand watering.
Yes.
Thank you, Sarah. Time now, just about 8:50, 60 degrees.
While filming a new TV series in the Ecuadorian Amazon,
This was terrifying.
scientists stumbled upon a new snake species. We'll tell you all about the northern green anaconda and the scientist who filmed next to it.
It is
Max.
insane.
It's crazy.
Good morning, welcome back. If snakes make you cringe, you might want to cover your eyes and ears. Well, scientists discovered a new species of snake in the Amazon rainforest, possibly the largest in the world. This is a video of the newly identified northern green anaconda and a Dutch biologist swimming alongside the 26-foot long snake.
Look how pumped he is. I'm sir, what?
I mean, this is, you gotta think of it from this perspective, though, because this is like
excited.
his life goal. He
Right.
just discovered a new species.
Right. A team from the University of Queensland found several of the gigantic snakes while they were filming an upcoming TV series in the Ecuadorian Amazon. Scientists say they've heard anecdotal evidence of even larger snake sightings in the same region.
It's terrifying.
Scary.
All right, well, speaking of scientists in Scotland unveiling a 240 million year old dragon-like fossil, the 5-meter-long reptile from the Triassic period.
Yep.
Got it. First identified in China back in 2003.
So newly discovered fossils allowed the international team of researchers to depict the entire creature. Scientists say it's reminiscent of a Chinese dragon.
Makes sense. All right, the extremely long neck likely helped it to catch fish. Though researchers, I wish you guys could see what Sarah Spivey's doing over here. Researchers still unsure of the precise function.
Okay, but dragons have wings. I mean, did we not watch Game of Thrones?
Great point.
Right.
You know what? Why don't we put you in touch with the scientist and we'll have that argument.
It's not a real dragon.
Bearded dragons do not have wings.
I know, but when we're
Stop
talking
ruining
dragons,
Sarah's fun.
Okay. All right, this is not fun. If you're planning on driving out and about, there will be another round of closures on the far northwest side. TxDOT has shut down not one, but 3 cloverleaf interchanges at Loop 1604 and I-10. The main lanes of both highways will be closed until 5 a.m. tomorrow, so please plan accordingly when you're driving out to the northwest side.
And of course, if you need help with that planning, pull out the camera, scan this QR code, it'll take you right to the article on KSAT.com. It gives you all the details on detours in the area and a map outlining what the interchange will look like through the weekend.
We do have some clouds out there this morning, but the clouds will be very short-lived. It's already 62 degrees outside. In the pollen count, litany of allergens out there. Molds and ash lead the way in moderate category. Oak, mulberry, elm, and hackberry are low. As we take a look at the forecast for the day today, climbing up to 82 degrees with mostly sunny skies, gusts up to 20 miles per hour from the south. Warmer tomorrow and Tuesday, then a front moves through Wednesday. That knocks our highs from the 80s into the 50s on Thursday. Only a small chance for isolated rain.
I just want to clear up the dragon lore.
Yes.
Some dragons have wings, others don't. Some dragons can speak, others breathe fire.
It's the last day of the rodeo. Head out and about. Enjoy the beautiful day.